So this is a video geared at different service members or different government personnel if you're thinking about Joint Base Cape Cod as your next duty station, next place that you're going to serve. I've made this video to try to help you out, help with that decision, or if you've already made that decision, maybe this will help you in finding a home here, finding a piece of property, or just helping with the transition in general. My name's Eric Default. I'm a local realtor here on Cape Cod. I'm also a veteran. It's funny, I grew up here on Cape. I didn't really, I took it for granted. I really didn't appreciate how special this place is until I spent my 8 years in the military. I was stationed in Illinois. I was stationed in Missouri, Mississippi. I did 2 tours in Iraq. I did a tour in Japan, and I also got to spend 3 years in Sicily. But at the end of my 8 years, I did end up coming back to the Cape, and I do intend to kind of stay here for the remainder of my life for the most part. I love this place. It's very, very cool place to, spend your time. But with that being said, Joint Base Cape Cod, there are 4 towns around it, all with their own pros and cons. But these are 4 towns that kind of surround the base. They're around the perimeter. These are going to be places that you're going to want to start looking for homes. You've got Sandwich, Mashpee, Falmouth, and Bourne. Those are going to be the 4 towns that immediately surround. You also might want to consider Wareham, Plymouth, or even the town of Barnstable. All of those are within about 20 minutes, half an hour from the base. So if you're looking to relocate and start shopping for houses, those are going to be the towns that might work out for you. For me, I think one of the best values, I grew up in Forestdale. That was the neighborhood I grew up in. Our neighborhood always had a contingent of service member, Coast Guard, and to this day, there's still a number of families in there. It's one of the better values I feel on Cape Cod. You get a little bit newer house compared to some others, and you also get a good amount of house. So Forestdale, for me, one of the better values, but feel free to reach out and pick my brain about all the different towns. All of them have something unique to offer, and we'll try to find the right fit for you if you want to shop around. What can you expect moving to Cape Cod in general? First and foremost, what makes Cape Cod so special is the ocean. There isn't any point on Cape Cod where you're not at least just at the most 15 minutes from the ocean, from the beaches. It's really the draw here. It's a big part of what makes Cape Cod, what makes it special. So big thing being the ocean is first and foremost. With that, you're also going to have a ton of activities. There's a ton to do here, no matter what the season is, whether you like to get out and get active, hiking trails, bike trails, nature, conservation, that's readily available to you. There's also a number of different restaurants, dining, bars, stuff like that. There's also a ton of history here. This is one of the oldest sections of the country. You've got Plymouth, you've got Sandwich. Those are 2 of the oldest towns in the entire nation. Not too far away from where you'll be stationed too is the city of Boston. Boston's about an hour and 10 minutes away. You're going to have the opportunity to go and explore one of the coolest cities on the planet. Very, very exciting. Lastly, another thing that you can expect once you move here and to New England in general, we really do experience seasons here compared to a lot of other parts of the country or even, the planet. Winters might be the first time that you get to experience snow. We get snow every year. It's kind of cool. It's very picturesque. It's a little cold too, but just be ready for it. Springtime, the excitement that comes with that, things starting to kind of warm up. The summer here, very, very special. This is a destination. This is, we get a ton of tourists here. There's definitely a buzz on Cape Cod during the summer. It's an exciting place to be. And then my favorite's always going to be the fall. You get to see the leaves change. You get to see the foliage. You get to still enjoy all that Cape Cod has to offer, but it's at a little bit more relaxed pace. There's not as many tourists, but the weather's still good. All the businesses are still open. Some of them do shut down during the winter, so be prepared for that. But yeah, seasons here in New England, here on Cape Cod, get excited for it. It's a very, very cool part of living here. What can you expect when it comes down to real estate here? First, I want to really point out this is a very, very good place. You might be considering renting or considering owning. In most cases, in most situations, you do want to lean towards becoming a homeowner here. First and foremost, the value of homes here appreciates faster than the rest of the country. Whether you buy a house here, it's going to appreciate a little faster. You're going to have a little bit more net worth. So when you go to take your next orders and move to a different part of the country, you're going to be a little bit further ahead because you're going to make a little bit more money. So in most cases, depends on your situation for sure, but I would consider finding a piece of property and becoming a homeowner here, putting that VA loan to work. There's also a number of different options. This is unique here on Cape Cod in that with it being a destination, this can become an investment property for you. There is a severe shortage of year-round rentals on Cape Cod. So if you were to buy your home and want to keep it and kind of create passive income for yourself, turn it into investment instead of selling it, strongly consider that. You're going to be able to get top dollar. You're most likely going to be covering a good part of your mortgage, if not all of it, and maybe even creating a little cash flow for yourself if you do hold on to the property and make it a year-round rental. Excuse me. Another lucrative little thing that we have here is Airbnbs, kind of short-term rentals. With it being a summer destination, you can get top dollar for a weekly rental, a short-term rental. If you want to kind of use that and create that sort of income through it, that's definitely an option here. And then lastly, another thing to consider, this is kind of like a second home destination. You might come to the Cape, spend your tour here, fall in love with it, and want to hold on to the property for, you know, your family, for your friends, just to have that option, have it here if you can't afford it. But yeah, these are all different things that you want to consider when we're purchasing a home, whether this is just going to be a short-term stint for you, you're going to live here 3 or 4 years, sell the property, and move on to the next, or if you want to turn it into an investment, that's definitely a possibility. That's something that we want to explore. If you have questions about some of the stuff we covered, feel free to reach out to me. As a realtor, I really pride myself on working with veterans, working with Coast Guard, working with Air Force, worked with a number of different clients over the years, and we've had very, very good success. I also understand that it can be, you know, a stressful process. It can be daunting, and there's a lot of uncertainty involved with making a move to another part of the country, another part of, you know, the world. I want you to understand that I do take advantage of technology. I do video tours. I do 3D tours, Matterport tours, they're called, so that you're going to be able to look at the home inside and out to the best of your ability if you have to make a sight unseen offer or you're moving here without the ability to come and shop in person. Lastly, I really pride myself on diving into the data and finding the right value. I make clients for life. I don't make transactional, not a transactional realtor. I work with a number of different Coast Guard people. They turn me on to other people. That leads to more business. I try to put myself or put my clients in the best position possible. And that just kind of, it works out well for me, I guess I'm trying to say. But if you need help shopping for a home on Cape Cod, or you just want to get someone's opinion, get to know the area a little bit better, feel free to reach out to me. Give me a call, shoot me a text. My phone number is 774-634-5291. Thank you for your service. Congrats. This next destination, you should get excited about it. You should get excited about coming to Cape Cod. It's a great place to be. And yeah, like I said, feel free to use me as a resource, guys. Happy to help. Thank you for watching the video.